Well, as you guys know from the last video, the clutch is gone. So I'm gonna pull the trans. I will take some tidbits here and there. I'm not gonna film the whole thing because I just want to get it out. It should be fairly, I don't know, I designed it to be easy to take out, but we all know how that goes. I've never pulled it this direction. I've usually come out the front. There seems to be enough room. Take the crossover off. Obviously pull the exhaust. The torsion bars, when my suspension design is done, aren't gonna be here, so those won't be in the way, but right now they are. I take the end bolts out, drop that, and then my trans cross member is a 2-bolt design. I don't know if you can see it or the angle. I'll show it to you when it's out. But pull the drive shaft, that should drop, and if I made enough room in the tunnel, it should slide back enough to disengage and drop out and be really simple. If there is anything on the firewall in the way, I am not ashamed to cut the shit out of anything and move it or smack it, hammer it, whatever it needs, but it should have enough room. I do need to pull the intake to reach the top trans bolts. That kind of blows, but that's also easy to get off and comes off as one unit. Remember when we pulled the motor, the injector plugs, and then the 8 bolts, and everything just lays over. Simple. Yeah, so I'm gonna get started. It's funny. I do think I'm going to take this all out. I'll take all of this out and I'm gonna run the rear line to the rear brakes back. I'll have rear brakes, I'll have front brakes, and the next Hydra, I'm gonna take this out. This don't work, something's wrong with it. $48 eBay stuff, junk. I'm gonna buy a standalone with its own reservoir, handle, and then I'm going to mock up or make or have machined brackets for a dual caliper on here so that those lock up. It's a drift truck, it needs to be purpose built for that. So that's what I'm doing. Alrighty, I'm gonna get this out. Step 1, pull these screws out. Move this out of your way. Step 2, pull these bolts. Step 3, pull shifter out of there. Place it somewhere safe. Safe place. That should be pretty easy, I think. I even got cup holders, my guys. Alright. Forget where you put tools. Close door, walk away. Look for tools for 15 minutes. I'm just kidding. I'm probably going to get on there, pull the cross member and the drive shaft. I got the exhaust, the drive shaft, and the crossover out. I'm going to take out the torsion bar bolts and then pull the trans cross member. So yeah. So that really hurt. You can't really see. Ow, fuck. Can't really see anything yet. We'll find out if that's shattered. But ow. Oh, damn. My torsion bar bolt broke coming out, and this is under a lot of tension. Not anymore. But it came out so hard that the bolt shot through the oil catch can tray, and that all went through my hand. Like, this popped and hit my hand, and that still hurts. I can move it, but it hurts. So yeah, I'm gonna have to order one of these. I'm sure they're not that expensive if they can be found. So I'll get I'm gonna pull that one. And then, yeah. Ouch. Okay. Well, the other one came out fine. And my next, I'm gonna pull the torsion bar things, but here's what we got. I called the parts store. They don't have these. I can get them on eBay. They're 40 bucks. But I'm also looking at them. Like, this broke off in this threaded side. But then looking at the one that came out, it's only threaded about that far in. And then it's threaded on this side. But this side's threads are bigger. So, what I'm kind of thinking, and I'm not sure what this is, I'm going to find out here. But what I'm kind of thinking is I'm going to cut this behind where the threads stop. Okay, and then I'll drill these out. Get the hardware that fits into this thread on this side. And then bead this back together. After I drill that out. Or maybe I'll just try and drill that out and then it'll fall out once it's at the back side. Yeah, I got a drill press. I could put this in a vise and drill that out. That'll work. So, yeah, I'll get a bit the size and put this size hardware in there. 8th grade. And upgrades. Right? Yeah, so I'm going to pull the rest of this out. Cross member's out. All that's out. My next step here, I'm going to drop it down, pull the intake so I can get to the top trans bolts. And then I will I'll grab those. I'm going to wait to do that until there's somebody here in case I die. My hand really hurts pretty much on the thumb area. And these 2 fingers there. I don't think it's broke, but it's definitely bruised. That was a lot of impact. Then we'll see. I will let you guys know what's going on. But I kind of think I'm gonna be fixing that for 250 bucks and then saving a couple weeks, send the PCM in, save for a good clutch, and it just seems like a better idea than trying to hodgepodge both together. If I could get a disc for this real cheap, I would, but it's a $300 kit for an OEM one. Might as well save a little bit. We'll see. But I'm gonna get this out of here. Alright, well, I took the intake off, slid it forward, grabbed the 3 upper trans bolts. Danny's here disconnecting the clutch line. And then I'm going to pull the rest of these bottom trans bolts and wrestle it out of there. You ready to hear me swear, Danny?
Nothing new?
Nothing new there, but alrighty. Get back with you guys in a minute. Well, that wasn't that hard to get out of there. A little bit of wiggle and a turn and another hand. This guy helped.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm going to pull the clutch out of there and see how bad it is. But that was pretty easy. Well, tomorrow. This and this are not even. I'm assuming that's because the pad's missing. I'm going to pull this off and we'll see. Alright, so me and Ray are going to pull this off of here. I'm going to hand the phone to Danny. He's going to do the best he can. We might need a cuddle here a little bit, but you want to be the little spoon, Danny? I'll try and aim my joint at the ground here for you. Alright. Ray, you got hands on it? I got to pull this last bolt. Just don't. It's heavy.
Yeah, I know. I can taste the clutch.
What does he taste like?
Burnt.
Charcoal.
Charcoal? Is that Kingsford?
Oh man, this this fucking wrench, I tell you. I want to see how much of this falls out of here. Alright.
I have a penis in my head.
Let it. Oh. Oh. So, we're gonna edit that out of that video.
What, the Mexican asbestos?
Oh no! Well, I don't know what happened with the editing there, but this is the clutch. So yeah, I think I know what happened. The flywheel is good, as well as the pressure plate, flywheel, and pilot bushing, bearing are all good. All right. All I need is a disc. Well, since this is out and I know what's wrong with it, and the flywheel is good and the pressure plate is good, I am going to order a disc off of Summit, have it overnighted, and get this back together. Danny's on his way to get the parts for this, and me and this guy are going to that thing. Are you looking forward to working on that thing?
Not really.
Dang.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna spin this around and push it up, and I'm gonna try and get this closer to the concrete to be workable. So, all right. I like the way this thing looks without the torsion bars in it, though. It's oh, whoa! What do you think, Ray?
Looks good.
All right. So we're gonna push this around and probably throw the topper on there, so that's out of the way for a minute. But I'm assuming I'll get this thing running in the next 4 to 5 days, hopefully. Okay. Get back to you in a minute. Well, I moved this one, put the topper on it as a storage thing for a little minute. This one is on its jack stand, but me and Ray are hungry and he's thirsty. So we're gonna go get snacks and then come back and pull the trans out of this and put new parts in it. Okay. Is you ready to snack time?
Yes.
Okay, yes, very good. Okay, we'll get back to you after food hungry time. Well, me and Ray are under here, and I'm pulling these really greasy bolts out of this really greasy transmission. We're gonna attempt doing this with the transfer case on. We're pulling this cross brace. It might even pop up over this exhaust. Maybe, probably not. I'll probably unbolt this and let it swing dangle. And then, yeah. You ain't never swing dangled there, Ray?
No.
You ain't never swing dangled? You better get that. Hey, if
Better
you
wait.
can't get it with that, I got a torque wrench over there that's pretty broken. And we could get this in 1/2 inch. Probably give her the beans with a good old 2-foot broke. That's how I broke my torsion bar bolt. I'm gonna order that tonight and a disc for the other truck. Well, I'm not sure where me and him left off, but we didn't get anywhere. No, I'm kidding. The starter's out, and we're working on splitting it right here, so it's leaking. And we're gonna pull this. What's that called?
Transfer case.
Transfer case off the back of the transmission, and then split it off the bell housing and get it out. I think the same exact thing happened to this clutch, and I don't think the throw bearing's bad. But we're about to find out here in 3 to 4 business days when I work up enough motivation to do this. But yeah, cool story. Well, that's never good. There's sparks coming out of this rust hole down here.
Is it really?
Yeah. Ray, can we get to the bolt now?
Yeah.
Is it down there?
It's down
right
there.
It's right there. Look at that. That's so much easier. So I'm pretty really dirty now, and the trans is still in there, and we still got one bolt, but the tail housing and that's off. And what's that called?
Transfer case?
Oh yeah, that is off too. If you look, there's gears in there.
You're like, oh yeah, that. I'm not used to full drive.
But yeah, we're working out here in pillows and carpets and toodaloo! We keep working now. How far are we, Ray?
Pretty close.
Okay.
That black shit all over my face.
We got this far, but we're trying to wrestle the trans out past the exhaust. So we unbolted it finally to try and wrestle it out, and then we're caught right there. But we're gonna make it. We'll make it do. We'll get there. Alright, so I got one bolt left in this. We kind of just tucked the trans up over there. It can stay there. And we'll pull this off. We got one bolt left, and I'll show you what this clutch disc looks like. Hey Ray.
Steve.
So this one is this one is even worse. Uh-oh. Ray, how do I keep doing this?
Too much power.
I do all the burnouts and shit to my pants. Alright, so this is my Mazda B2200, and this is for the Mazda B4000. Both of these clutch discs on this side are worn. This one is obviously almost right to the rivets. There's some life left in this side, except for the fact that we already talked about this one. Well, just so happens that I did this one worse. So yeah, two trucks with the same exact problem. Too much horse puppies. Hey, what does new stuff look like?
That's what the new stuff should
Oh man, so it's supposed to have pads on both sides? Okay, that's good. All right, well, we're gonna clean up and eat a pizza and put this together tomorrow, because I don't want to fight these mosquitoes anymore. And that was not fun, was it, Ray?
No.
Which one would you rather work on?
Chevy parts? Ford parts.
Yeah, but I also engineered them to be in the placement that they're at to where they're easily accessible.
But it's still Chevy parts.
Very true. Alright, so now that I'm absolutely filthy and just want to get cleaned up, I'm going to get this video out to you guys tonight. And I will start again in the morning with Ray. And hopefully all of this goes together and it's easy peasy. Okie dokie. Bye. Keep on keeping on, guys.